Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we continue, please subscribe, turn on your notifications, and comment. I would like to know what your opinions are, positive, negative, or whatever you have to say. I would like to read those. Okay, today we want to talk about a specific thing, something that most people also ask me out there because they know, like, most people are like Bitcoin maxis. I can tell you I am a Kaspa maxi. I believe Kaspa is better than Bitcoin. I will just say it out there. I don't care what anybody else thinks. That is my opinion. Okay, today I want to talk about mining. Specifically, Kaspa mining. That's what I want to talk about today. We know for any given coin, there are only three ways you can get a coin. Three ways. You can buy it on spot. Let's say Mexi, Uphold, or any other exchange that is dealing with Kaspa out there. The second option could be leverage trading. I don't recommend that if you don't know what you're doing. But if you feel comfortable and you know what you're doing, another good way to increase your bags of Kaspa is leverage trading. Okay. The third option, which is what we are talking about today, is mining. There are many things, a lot of things that go into mining before you even get there. There is some questions you need to ask yourself. I will answer them by giving you what led me into Kaspa mining. Okay, like I said, leverage is pretty good, right? But you need to know what kind of leverage you want to get into. Do you want to get leverage for the daily, for the short term, or do you want to do you want to create that six-figure leverage position, right? A lot of people try to chase Bitcoin, which for me, I think Bitcoin is manipulated by the whales. So they determine whenever they want to pump the price or they want to crash it, something like that. So let's go into mining. Before I started mining, my option was simple. I just wanted to get as much Kaspa coins as possible. If I want to get those bags filled before Kaspa runs. Like I said, I believe that Kaspa this run is going to go to $30. It's not a financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm just telling you that I believe Kaspa this run will go to $30. I firmly believe that because Kaspa has a superior technology than Bitcoin and Ethereum together. That's why I believe Kaspa will head to that $30. But before you do that, let's see. Let's put some scenarios in perspective here. Let's say you are mining Kaspa and you end up with 80,000 coins or 100,000 coins after you started mining, and Kaspa goes to $5. Okay. In your portfolio, let's just say in your portfolio you got 500,000 coins, including those that you just mined. You could sell 200,000 coins, which in reality you only sold 100,000 because the other 100 you got basically half free. I'm gonna say half free because you have to pay for the equipment and you have to pay for the electricity, right? And another thing is, like, once the bear market comes in, you don't have to chase the price to try to DCA in. You can do that if you're not mining. But if you're mining, it's a kind of DCA, because every month you are getting coins, which will be like you're buying them as the price drops, because nobody knows what the low or what's the bottom on a crypto asset. Or I'm sorry, I got confused right there. Nobody knows the bottom price on a crypto coin. But if you're mining, you still getting coins, like you are DCAing in slowly as the time goes by. So how did I start it? How did I start mining? I had to consider many things. First of all was, do I want noise? Am I okay with a lot of noise? Am I okay with the electricity bill? Am I okay with the size and space that I have available? Things like that. So when I asked myself that question, I went with the noise. I'm not okay with noise. So therefore, I went into buying home miners. I did my research and I found out that the KS0 Pro is one of the best available miners today. Now, before you get into KS0 Pro, I know a lot of people don't like them because there are people that mine because of the daily income. Oh, it's making me $5 a day. Oh, it's making me $2 a day. But that is not my mindset. Like I said, I want to get as many coins as possible in a year, regardless of what the price of Kaspa is at that given moment. Some people think 12 cents is enough money for them, but for me it's not. Like I said, Kaspa is going to $30. Therefore, I want to have as many coins as possible. So I chose KS0 Pros. Right, when that's what you hear right now in the background, the noise, the fan is going on. So after getting the KS0 Pros, now you have to consider, do you spend so much money in them or not? How much money are you willing to spend? Because like I'm telling you, it doesn't come for free. You have to invest into the miners, right? Some people went into they go into the scam website and they get scammed, or you can buy them on eBay at double of the price, right? It was a really hassle for me to get those miners. I had to really be on alert with the iceriver.io website, right? I will leave the affiliate link below. I will leave the link below. I'm not getting paid for it, but you can always click on it and try to get it from them. But it's very difficult because those things are sold out in a second. As soon as they list them, they get sold out, right? So I got my 10 Ice Reavers, KS0 Pros, and not only that, now you have to consider, do you want to overclock them or do you want to just run them on stock, right? Since my goal is to accumulate as many coins as possible, I had to overclock them. And the things I learned on the overclocking are very, very funny. You know, I've been trying to get with Red Panda Mining because he's the one that introduced these cables. Let me show you guys these cables, right? These cables, as you see, they are cables I got from the veteran miners. I got this cable from them because they are I'm testing them out, you know, for the KS0 Pro. But I find out you don't want to use these cables for now because they are not made. Once you overclock your miners to anything above 320 gigahertz per second, they begin to melt. I don't know if you can see it, but they start to melt. See, the inside starts to melt out of it, and you start. There's the risk of a fire. I wrote an email to the veteran miner. As you can see that they melt and they start to go apart. See that? The cable themselves, they are good. The 6-pin connectors, the 6-pin, they are good. They don't get hot. The cables don't get hot. The only issue is the barrel connectors. These barrel connectors, they get so hot at above 320 gigahertz per second that they begin to melt. So you can either mess up your miner, the jack connector on your miner, because this thing melts in there and you have to clean it up, or replace the entire power outlet of the miner. So that is one thing. So I went right now. I'm going with the 230 watts power supply that Red Panda put out on one of his videos from Amazon. That is what I'm using right now to mine. I will also put the link below if you want to go ahead and get those too. So all my miners, I overclocked them all. So let me show you guys. As you can see, all my miners, they are all overclocked. All of them, right? They're all overclocked to get as much coins as possible that I can get. Like I said, that's my goal. That's my goal. My goal is to get as much coins as possible. The second thing I also learned while mining is that I don't understand it. Hopefully one day red panda mining, maybe one of your videos you can explain and tell us what is happening. On my miners, I get a certain amount of hash rate, right? Let's say, for example, my miners, I'm making 350 gigahertz per second. But when I look on the herominers.com, the interface, that miner is making almost sometimes a 280, sometimes 300. That's like a 50 gigahertz difference between my interface and the other interface. I cannot talk to them one time on the Telegram group, and he couldn't give me any specific answer of what is going on. Like, because and overall that is affecting the amount of coins that I get, right? I can't understand that aspect. That is something I hope Red Panda, if you're watching, or anybody who knows why, please comment down below and let me know what is going on. What am I doing wrong? Because it doesn't make any sense, right? Some people told me the other day, like, oh, it's because of the time lapse. But if you go to the mining tools provided by the Ice River, you can set that miner for however you want, or the one provided by T-Swift. You can set that time lapse however you want for a second. You can see the miners, if they drop in hash rate every second or every 10 seconds, you can set that. And still my miners, they were all, the hash rate was stable at 350, 345, 350. But on Hero miners, it still does the same thing. Like, it drops so fast, so low that it don't make any sense. Like, what's really happening? It's like nobody is explaining what's going on. Like, I'm gonna show you something right now. Right, see, this is 325. You see that over there, 122, right? 325, 122. Now look at that, 122. I'm getting 295. I don't know if you can see it. 295. Look at that again. 126, 322. If I go to my 126, see, 126 up there, I'm getting 355 or 356. That is something that, again, you have to be considering, like, what mining pool do you want to join to do all this stuff, unless they have a basic explanation of what's happening. Like, you can't make it up. You don't understand. I don't understand what's happening with that. Like I said, I have 10 miners running. These are my 10 miners, all overclocked with the T-Swift firmware, all overclocked. So when you go into mining, you have to think about those stuff. You want to think about what kind of miner you want to get. What's your ultimate goal? Do you want to get paid the daily, or are you looking for the long term? And number 3, don't forget about the extras, like the power supply, because the cable that comes with the miner itself is not useful when overclocking. So you need to change the you need to change the cable. You need to include fans, powerful fans, anything that supplies above like 200 cubic feet of air. That is good, or anything above that. And you have to consider the amount of noise, if you want it to be noisy or not, because I don't want the noise, since I'm mining residentially. I'm mining in my residence, I'm mining at home. And you also have to consider the firmware. It doesn't come free. Some people are using the PB, or I prefer the T-Swift. T-Swift is easier to understand, it's straightforward. The PB farmer, you have to play around with a lot of stuff, unless you understand what you're doing. So that being said, I don't want to make this video too long. Why are you mining? For me, like I said, you better mine because you want to accumulate. That's why I'm mining Kaspa. What is the reason that is taking you into Kaspa mining? So please subscribe to my channel, leave your bell notification on, and comment. I would like to know your reason why you're mining. See you in the next one, and have a blessed day.